Yo, what's up you guys, Lane here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys what I use to edit my thumbnails. Now I've gotten a lot of people saying that my thumbnails look way too professional, and I'm telling you, I'm not a professional. But I also use a app called Canva, which is a free website that you can make any thumbnail on. So this right here is Canva, and I've been using Canva for about 4 years now, and please, Canva, if you guys are watching this, I would love to have a sponsor. But yeah, let's open up our first design. So there is a button up here that says create design. So you wanna click on create design, and then for today's sake of the video, there's a YouTube thumbnail page that you want to go to, and then click on YouTube thumbnail. So it brings you to this layout with a big old canvas and a lot of stuff over here. So you have design where you can take other people's templates and use them. You have elements where you can find stickers, graphics, and all this like really nice edited stuff. But yeah, you have brand hub. You can add your logos, colors, fonts, photos, graphics, and icons. You can't see it because my freaking face cam blocks it all. But yeah, over here, this is my favorite spot, is the upload section. You can upload anything you want. There's Sigma Lane. You can upload anything. Like, I've been using Canva for like the longest time in the world. Like literally anything that you can imagine I have in here. Just keeps going, and keeps going, and keeps going. I think we're coming up at the end. Oh, there we go, bro. The last picture is this right here, bro. This. But yeah, you have a text column where you can just add a heading. You can have any font you want. You can even upload your own font. So if you want the Fortnite font, or if you want any Rocket League font, or whatever font you ever want, you can just add the fonts. But that's in the pro version, but I do not have the pro version, so I can't really show you guys that. So if you were to type my name, so LMW Plays, we can go into here at the font section and pick any font you want. My favorite font is Galalin, which is like, it's like this weird painted version of it. It's really nice. I actually really like Galalin. But there's also an effects area, so you can do lifted, which is like the shadow. Or you have an actual shadow column. You can turn on the blur and then do like, I don't know, red on the background, which is really nice. So you can change the direction of it or the offset. Just a really nice effect. They have a lot of other stuff down here. They have neon. You can change the intensity of the neon as well. And they also have a glitch, which I don't usually use glitch, probably because it doesn't go with my thumbnails, but it is a really cool effect on it, which it's like TikTok pretty much. And they also, you can curve your stuff. So if you want to change the intensity of the curve, there's a little thing down here, which you can't really see, but there's a little joystick down here. You can change the curve of everything. And they have a drawing section, so if you want to get a little artistic in what you're doing, you can get the little pen and start drawing. So I don't know. There's a little angry face right there. It's a W. And if you grab the eraser tool, if it is a complete line, then you can just erase the whole entire thing. And they have the project section, so if you have a full-on project that you are completely finished with, and like here's another one. Here's just like a, I don't know, it was an old banner, but they always save the settings. So an old banner will just connect to the background, like the background stuff, and it always saves the settings for you, so you can drag around all your stuff, whatever you want. It's actually really neat stuff. I might actually have to use this more. And you can create a new folder. You can do purchases, you know, starred stuff, and just a regular folder that's always in. I have YouTube thumbnails for me. And some images. It's just, this whole tab has just this stuff. But they also have an app section, which I don't use too much, but if we were to click on YouTube at the very bottom, and it says, wait, we can probably do LMW Plays, and look at my most recent stream. Yep, look at that. And it will connect my most recent stream to Canva, just like Google Docs, but better. And we can go to photos, which are not your photos. These are photos that Canva has imported themselves. And the audio section, so you can add a lot of stuff in here. So you can do upbeat. You can look at all the audio stuff that people have uploaded over the years, but all this is pro, so I can't use this. And you can go to videos, which these videos are not your videos. These are videos that Canva has uploaded to their platform themselves. But yeah, all these are pretty cool. These are landscapes. That's really nice. There's like a beach one. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's just following a truck. And yeah, so that's all the columns. So let's get to like the design of everything. So usually I like to use the same photo for all of my thumbnails, but we're gonna go into here to these 3 dots and click make a copy. And then I'm just going to delete what I do not want. But for today's sake of the video, I'm going to get rid of this photo. So now that we have our blank canvas, we're going to scroll down to one of my favorite backgrounds that I use. It's this little thing. It's a shape and it has these curved edges. It's pretty cool. But we're going to right click on it and set image as background. So whenever you do that, you see these edges right here are not filled in. So what we can do to fix that, you're going to detach image from background, and you're going to want to scroll out using this joystick over here. Not joystick, the little scale. And then enlarge it to however you want. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select the image that I have, and I'm gonna do edit image up top. And if you look over here, there's an adjust tab, which you can click on, and there's brightness, contrast, saturation, tint, blur, X process, all this other stuff. But we're gonna focus on saturation and blur. So first things first, I love to saturate my images. So we're gonna go up on the scale. And then secondly, we're gonna pump up the blur. So I'm gonna use one of my favorite images that I use, but usually the image that I use is this one. It's like this confused, like, what is that kind of face? But for this video, we're gonna add a smiling face, just to have the vibes there, you know? But instead of it facing that way, like facing over here, looking to the right, we're gonna flip it by going up here to the very top and doing flip horizontally. And it looks like that. So we're just gonna scroll it down here and then resize it. And there you go, we got it in the correct place. So again, you're gonna select your image and then you're gonna go up here to edit image. So usually I like to saturate myself just a little bit, not too much, but to the point where I'm kind of contrasted with the background. So maybe about 31, 32-ish. And then blur, I like to put mine at around -45, maybe negative, whatever you like to use. I like to do, actually wait, no, -31 is a great place to do the blur. Okay, we're finished with the image, but we're not finished with the image. You're gonna select your image again, go up here to edit image, and I have a tab that says shadows. So I'm gonna click on shadows, and then I'm gonna do glow. So once we click on glow, we're gonna change the size of the shadow itself. I like to do full transparency for these and all the blur as I can, and we click apply. There we go. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I actually really like this thumbnail. So I do have a couple snapshots that LNTR has sent me. I love you, LNTR. Thank you so much for these. So we're gonna use it for today's example. So what I like to do is just leave a little bit of space in between the background and the photo itself. So I do see these black lines that are covering the top and bottom of the picture themselves. So I'm gonna cover those up by just resizing them like this. So whenever I have it resized the way that I want, I'm gonna send it to the very back. So the picture of me is in front of the photo. So I'm gonna right click on the image, hover over layer, and select send to back. I do wanna fix up this black and the red right here. So I'm gonna select it and then resize it to where it's behind me. So it just looks like that. It's a little dark, so I am gonna use the highlights tab that adjustments gives me. So for this part, I'm actually gonna move my camera to the far left. Moving. And then over here, you can see that I have highlights, shadows, and fade. We also have clarity, which clarity it kind of just does that to it. Which I am probably gonna bump up the clarity maybe to 10, maybe, yeah, maybe 10. And then highlights, we're gonna bump up the highlights a lot. So about right there, and then shadows. I think the shadows actually up a little bit, where you can see almost everything. Saturation, I love me some saturation. Give me the saturation, yes sir. Now the thumbnail does look complete, but I do want to add a shadow to the background image. What I am seeing is that I see this red and this orange connects to this red. It doesn't really look proportional, so I'm gonna add a white border surrounding this. And then there you go, there's our shadow. But unfortunately, it did reset the image's saturation and blur and clarity, so we're gonna go ahead and readjust that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this thumbnail. But even though we're done with this thumbnail, that still does not mean that I showed you guys everything. There is still a ton of effects, templates, and many more that I still have to show you guys. And if you guys would like to check out Canva for yourselves, the link will be in the description below. Also, I forgot to mention, they have a mobile app available on iOS and Android. It's free. Peace, gangies.